Okay, good part of the day, my dear digital friends. Anna Dieter is here, just like I promised. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time in Florida. Okay, if you request, Aman asked to be live with me, go live with Aman. No problem, Aman. Yes, you can talk to me. Okay. Hi, Aman. Yay, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so I didn't expect to have someone join me right away. But if you have any questions, go ahead. That I am what? Oh, pretty. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Thank you for the compliment. So I am here to answer questions of people who still believe that they have a stuttering problem, a stuttering sickness. This is my goal here. But do you have any questions? Anyway, so if you clicked, okay, you left, Aman left. You didn't understand why I went live. It's okay. It's okay, Aman. So I am unstoppable 1099 just joined. Yay, unstoppable. I like that. Okay, it's very nice when you are unstoppable. I just wonder, what do you do? What is it? Because I also feel that I am unstoppable. Okay, so someone else waved to me. Now I have a few people on Instagram still are with me, but I don't see your questions, guys. No questions yet. So let me give you information right away up front. So my name is Anna Dieter. Those of you who don't know who I am and what I am doing, here it is. I am the only English speaking speech perfectionist, speech professional, speech practitioner, speech educator. I call myself all kinds of different names. I am the only person on this planet who has the knowledge and the wisdom to share with people who still believe that they have a so called stuttering sickness that requires a cure. I am the only person on this planet who can give you the simple information, simple explanation of the logic behind stuttering, what stuttering truly is. Because, yes, you do have a problem. I don't kind of say that you don't. I don't just say, no, you don't have a problem. Yes, you do. When you speak, you do feel that something is blocking you, that for some reason, this is what usually people who stutter say, for some reason, I cannot say the word. I just say a whole sentence. I practiced, I rehearsed this sentence, but when I'm in front of people, ah, ah, the word just doesn't come out. Am I right? Has it happened to you? So I know you have the problem, but the way this problem can be solved in reality, very simple, extremely simple. And if you want to solve your problem is in almost no time, hi, man, you said yes. That's why I don't know why you laughed. You should have asked your question, but that's okay. So the bottom line is, if you have any questions about how you can solve this problem that I just described, I know you can speak, and sometimes you do speak well, but there are certain situations when I don't know why the word isn't coming out. I don't know why. And this I don't know why question tells the whole story. You still don't understand that you have a speech instrument. Instrument, just like any other musical instrument, like a trumpet, a pipe. I call it a speech pipe. You have it. It's no different from my speech pipe. It's the same. You have the same muscle that you're supposed to use when you produce any word anywhere in front of anyone. And what is this muscle? I see a lot of people are typing to me, guys, bear with me. Okay, give us magic solution, Mason wrote to me. That's what I have. I have magic solution for each person who stutters. The magic solution has the name. It's called ringtones. I don't know if you even understand me. Some of you, for example, Deepash, he has been listening to me for quite some time. And I guess he knows that. So let me see what you guys write to me. So if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, go ahead, don't hesitate, type it to me. I wasn't gonna go live today because I'm gonna go live tomorrow on a podcast, which I'm gonna tell you the information about later on. I'm gonna go live on this podcast, which has 40 million viewers in the United States of America alone. Okay, so when I go live on that podcast every Friday at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, I have people calling me, asking questions, and this is what I prefer. I want to talk to real people. I want to answer real questions. I don't like just sitting here where no one comes, no one asks questions. I have no idea what you want to know. So, but I promised on Tuesday that I will go live on Thursday, and I did come to you. So let me go first to YouTube. Deepesh wrote, "Hello, I was lost on previous live because of a job." Good for you, Deepesh. When people say I was busy with my work, with my job, I go, you are excused. I'm a workaholic myself. I work nonstop, 24, almost for 7, right? So if you are busy with work, great. I am happy for you. So Deepesh wrote, actually, I sometimes pay attention to my father when I speak. That's it. And of course, you should pay attention to your father's words when he speaks. But if your father doesn't speak and you want to speak, why do you pay attention to your father? Is your father going to speak for you? Is your father going to move your tongue for you? Is your father is going to choose what word you want to say? Of course not. This is why you gotta understand what is the logic behind stuttering and behind normal speaking. What is it that all people on the planet do when they speak? What is it that I do when I speak? I do the same. And you can determine the way I speak. I don't think I ever repeat anything unless I mean it, unless I want to repeat, unless the connection is bad and I am suspecting that people didn't hear me. Yes, I will repeat, but it is my choice. It is what I want to do. So the magic solution is learn what is the logic behind normal speaking. What is it all people on the planet do when they speak? With accuracy, with ease, with comfort, and of course, confidence. Okay, so Deepesh, once again, if your father doesn't say anything to you that you need to listen, you want to listen. It doesn't make any sense to direct the beam of your consciousness, your attention to your Father, because you cannot speak at this moment. You can't. It's impossible. Okay? And to understand the details, come to me, schedule at least a free call with me. Okay? So Wave, Aman again has a request. You still want to talk to me? Let's go second time, Aman. And while Aman hasn't joined me, okay, someone said good night. Okay, okay. Hi, Aman. Hi again. So you decided to come back. Yes, I'm listening. What is your question, my dear? Are you going to speak? Or are you going to run away from me? See, I put you even closer to the microphone so my YouTube listeners could hear you. Audible to me now, but I was listening somewhat. Could you please repeat what you said? I didn't hear it well. Can you hear me now? Yes, I hear you now. So just repeat words. Okay. What did you say? Repeat your question. Just a second. I'm going to turn my phone so people could understand what I am doing. So here is Aman, and he's going to ask a question. Go ahead, Aman. Hello. Now, can you hear me now? Yes, I hear you well. Okay. So my question was like how to overcome the fear of stammering or someone else while giving presentations in the office or in the workplace. Great question, Aman. I will give you a simple answer. And I hope you understand me. So here is what oh God, now my folder doesn't hold my phone. Can you hear me, Aman? Yes, I can. Perfect. So here is a simple answer, and I'm going to answer with a question. Imagine you want to play on stage. You never learned to play a piano, but you want to perform on stage because this is your presentation, kind of, okay? So you sit down on the piano and you want to play beautifully with a whole bunch of people in audience. How would you feel about it? Would you feel confident? No. Because you don't know how to play the piano yet. You may use one finger and type pa, 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 like push the keys. That's all you can do because you don't know what you're supposed to do when you play, when you use your fingers. So what is it that you need to do to fix this problem and one day play beautifully on the stage as a professional musician? What do you need to do? What's the solution? Aman. I asked this question to you actually. What is the solution for that? I'm asking you now. I want you to understand that speaking is the skill that we learn. We learn. So the same is playing piano is the skill. When we play piano, we use what muscles? Fingers. Right. When we speak, we use tongue muscle. If we don't know how to move our muscles, we will never be able to perform on public. Never. If we don't know how to use our muscles. We will always be fearful. We will always feel anxious. We will always go like, no, I'm not gonna play on stage. No, no, no. I don't know how to play. The same is with speaking. If we don't know how to move our tongue yet, we have never learned how to move it with 100% accuracy, without any mistakes. We haven't done it yet. We will always be fearful of presentations. We will always be making mistakes while attempting to do presentations with our tongue. So, do you understand my analogy?
Yes, I understand.
You need to understand what is it speaking in general. What is it that people do presentations? They move their tongue, but you still don't know how to do it. Your tongue still doesn't know how to perform coordinated movements anywhere in front of anyone. It doesn't matter how many people are in front of you. It doesn't matter. Okay? So if you want to do presentation, learn how to move your tongue for each and every word. And I am the only English speaking person who can give you this information in almost no time, in about 6 hours. 6 hours. And you will understand how to do it anywhere, anytime. Because what is presentation? Presentation is when we present the movements of our tongue that our tongue has already learned. Are you following me?
Yes.
Just like playing on the piano. A musician is playing, he's presenting his movements of the fingers. When you are presenting the speech, you are presenting the movements of your tongue. But unfortunately, you're still confused. You still don't know what movements your tongue should make. And unfortunately, it doesn't help when you go to speech therapists, speech pathologists. They don't have this information. I don't mean to offend anybody. They just are not trained about what naturally normal speech movements are produced with our tongue. We don't speak by single sounds, Aman. We don't speak by syllables. See, I wasn't sure about the word and I just started. See. Did you notice? Did you notice my mistake? This is stuttering. In reality, this is stuttering. But for ordinary people, they understand. She just didn't know what to say yet. That's it. And I made a mistake. Instead of taking time to finally choose what word I want to say, I pushed my tongue to do see, instead of taking the time and select the word to say. Do you understand me? This is the logic behind stuttering. If you know what to say, if your tongue knows how to say it, just do it. No problem. So I recommend you schedule an appointment with me and ask your questions personally. And then you'll go from there. You decide what to do. Okay? So I just guarantee when my students come to me, they will understand how to do presentations just in 6
Yeah,
hours.
I'll text you up on Instagram and we will have a conversation and I will also some plots with you.
What do you have on Instagram? Yes.
that we can talk
Mhm.
about it in a much detail, and shortly I will join you the start courses which you are right now talking about.
Exactly. Do you know what? I recommend you go to my website, livestutterfree.com. All the information is there. Livestutterfree.com. I don't know if you can see.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, it's if you watched me on YouTube, you could be able to see it's written on the screen. Okay, but when you land there, you can go through testimonials. Like I have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. And I recommend you first watch my free webinar. It's free. And you're going to understand the logic behind stuttering, the logic behind presentation. I watch you and I listen to the way you speak. It's not that bad. You're good. Okay? You made nice words. I didn't hear too many struggles, too many speech mistakes. But I need to give you a very specific set of tests. I need to evaluate your speaking skills and to see why it is a problem for you during presentation. What makes you hold back and be afraid of speaking up when there is not just one Anna Dieter in front of you, but a whole bunch of other people? Come to me and you will understand it. Okay. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. Bye bye. Please hang up. I don't know how to do it.
Sorry, what?
I said, please, you hang up because I don't know how to help you. You hang up just on me. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Thank you. He just did it. Okay. So let me go back to your questions and let me first check. I have so much written on Instagram. Okay. How to overcome stuttering while giving presentations in offices. Okay, that's what a man wrote, and I answered that question. What does the relation of this instrument with emotions? It is a very close relation, very close. Zauher said, very good question. The relation is when we speak, the whole reason for speaking is expressing our emotions, our needs, our ideas. Okay? This is what we do. We express ourselves. And people are very emotional creatures. We always feel some emotions because in Russian, there is a word, even when we are excited, we are just kind of wavy. We make waves. Our energy is wavy. This is the reason, even when I speak, I use my hands sometimes, which I'm still learning to not use because when we speak, we need to wave only our tongue. Only our tongue should make movements. And that's the easiest way to speak with accuracy and ease and comfort. To use only one specific muscle in our body, which is the tongue. So, people are emotional creatures. And to answer your question, Zauher said, I apologize if I don't read your name correctly, your nickname. So, whenever we emotional, we begin moving our whole body. Everything is on the move. Our eyes, our hands, and we totally get distracted from speaking actions. Speaking actions are very, very simple. But people who stutter when they are emotional, they begin checking what people are doing. They begin thinking what people would be thinking of them. They begin focusing on their emotions. I'm so mad, like, for example. But at this moment, they are attempting to say something totally different. If, for example, a person who stutters is angry, and at the moment when he feels this emotion, he says, I am so angry. This is fine. But if you are angry and at this moment attempt to say, I'm so happy, it will never happen. You will block your speech instrument. It's impossible to say, I am happy when you are not happy. You are angry. And this is where your focused beam of attention is at this moment. You are focused on feeling the emotion of anger, not happiness. But you attempt to sound out a totally different word. This is why you block yourself. You block your speech. I hope Zhao He said is still there to hear my answer, because sorry, I made him wait. Good night, ma'am. Okay. I waved to certain people. Okay. I guess I'm done with the Instagram questions. Okay, let me go through. Okay, you just joined me. My God, I can't even read your nicknames. My Chudwich. Hello. Okay, let me go back to Instagram and YouTube. On YouTube, Deepesh. Oh, no, on Instagram, now Sheen wrote, what to do when blocking is in the beginning of the word. You need to learn the word, so your tongue would never block. There is a reason why you block in the beginning of the word. I know this reason. I mean, it could be different, of course, because I don't know you, but most of the time, people block, their tongue gets blocked in the beginning of the word because our tongue is not suitable to create words by single sounds, by syllables, by words, by phrases, sentences. Our tongue is only suitable by Mother Nature to move by ringtones. I think I mentioned this word to Naushim. I apologize if I don't sound right. If you want to say the word you want, you need to understand how your tongue is created by Mother Nature. The moment you begin moving your tongue by ringtone, one ringtone after another ringtone, another ringtone, another ringtone, I am showing it to you by my hand. This is your tongue. This is the top of your mouth. This is how our tongue is supposed to move, from top to bottom of the mouth. In one movement of the tongue creates from one sound, if it's a vowel sound, to up to 6 sounds. Up to 6 sounds. This is the natural way our tongue works. And the moment you now, Shin, begin moving your tongue according to the natural law of Mother Nature, creating ringtone after ringtone, your tongue begins to work with 100% accuracy. You don't make mistakes. Your tongue doesn't understand all kinds of speaking techniques that speech therapists share with you and people who stutter share with each other. Your tongue doesn't understand this. Please take a note of that. But unfortunately, no speech therapist, speech pathologist, and psychologists and other medical professionals, none of them know anything about ringtones. It's the discovery. It's a revolutionary discovery of a Russian independent scientist. Unfortunately, now the whole world is against Russia, which I don't blame them, of course, with all the politicians and all the wars and all the killings happening in that part of the world. But as the fact of the matter is that there are a lot of independent scientists that live in Russia, work in Russia. Their life is not as comfortable as our life in the United States of America, for example. And that's why they're very creative. That's why they find out, they discover the new laws of nature, and the law of nature of the way, the natural way our tongue works is one of those discoveries that speech therapists, pathologists don't know yet about. They don't. But when people come to me, they immediately understand what natural speaking is. They learn the logic behind not only stuttering, they also understand the logic behind naturally normal speech with no stuttering, no even thinking about stuttering. Okay? So Depeche wrote, right? Monpreet Kaur also wrote on YouTube, How I Solve Stammering Blocks. It's very easy in reality. And one thing that you mentioned, only you can solve your blocks. Only you can remove all your blocks one at a time if you come to Anna Dieter. You gotta come to me because I don't know who you are. I don't know what specific blocks you have. Manpreet, you gotta make a free Zoom consultation with me. Make it. I spend from 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes a whole hour with people who come to me and ask questions. But you gotta come to me and do this. The moment you begin creating ringtones, Manpreet, your stuttering will disappear. Your blocks will never even have a chance to occur because you will begin moving your tongue in ringtone manner, ringtone by ringtone by ringtone. Every word has from one ringtone to several ringtones. It's like a melody. Every ringtone is a melody of our voice. It's extremely simple, very simple. When you come, you step in my classroom, you will understand what ringtones are, how to create them with your tongue, and how to never ever stutter in your life again. But you got to come to me and ask. So I could see what specific information I should give to you. Okay? Problems to our solutions are simple, Depeche. Depeche, you are the man. You understand me so well. I can't wait when you come to me. I know I have worked with one Depeche who did take one day of the class. Are you the same Depeche or a different one? Because I don't remember that Depeche's last name. So Depeche took one day of the class. He never came back to me. I thought he was fine. It was enough for him, but maybe not, because the full program requires at least 3 days. Okay, so Depeche wrote, problems to our solutions are simple. Only we complicate them. When we simplify, we talk with God. Albert Einstein, great sentence. I agree. And by the way, Albert Einstein was also a stutterer. That's what they say. He was brilliant. He was focused on other things, but he never had much experience speaking. He wasn't speaking much. His mind was somewhere else, and he never learned to move his tongue with accuracy and ease. But it didn't stop him to become a brilliant scientist, right? Especially at the end of his life, they say he wrote some things where he said that a lot of things he was talking in the beginning of his life was wrong, that he was giving wrong information to people at the end of his life. But anyway, the older we become, the more smart we become, right? We become wise, we learn a lot. Just like if I talk about this topic, I can just tell you that I am 63 years old, and what I know today, a lot is different from what I believed when I was 20, when I was 40, when I was 50. It's totally different. I didn't know about a lot of things. I wasn't wise when I was younger. And I believe that 10 years from today, I'm going to be even wiser. I'm going to be having even more wisdom. I hope. And I wish this to you, my dear digital friends. Wisdom comes to me when we ask questions and when we listen to wise people. Unfortunately, when we listen to people who are kind of confused themselves and they give us all kinds of strange information, they confuse us. I've even had somewhere on Instagram the image of a person just giving information, talking about different things, and his head is kind of like open, and there is a lot of trash in his head, and the trash is coming out of his mouth. And there are a lot of people listening to this person. Their heads are also open, and they are collecting trash in their containers, because our memory is a container. We collect all kinds of information, disinformation, truth, lies, and then we sort it out, those pieces of information, to the best of our abilities. Okay? So Mason wrote, I have a session now. Send it to me. Here. I don't know what you mean by this, but my recommendation, Mason, is that you go to livestutterfree.com. Here is my website. You write, you go there, and then you register for the webinar. Of course, there is a way to communicate with me there on the website. The website is created on the platform where you can write to me and I can answer to you. I see when people write to me, it pops up on my phone right away, and I can communicate with you right away if I'm not with a student, of course. When I'm with the students, when I'm teaching, I'm not paying attention to my phone at all. Okay? So I recommend you watch my webinar and then schedule a free Zoom call with me. That's all I recommend you do. Then I'm going to explain everything to you in detail, depending on who you are, what your problems are, what your life situation is, what your life experience has been, and what your financial situation is. There are so many ingredients to this soup, okay, that my recommendations here are very general. But if you ask a specific question, of course, I go specific. Okay, let me see. No viewers, no anymore. Everyone went to sleep on Instagram because it's almost basically people from India watching. It's already late there. Okay, Depeche wrote, can you please pronounce 6 sounds by only one movement of the tongue? I just want to see that. You're asking me to speak the language I don't speak. Mr. Snishko has found the word in Armenian language. It's the last name of a man, and it sounds like this. Mkrtchan. Mkrtchan. 6 sounds. Mkrtchan. So the one movement of the tongue is mkrtcha. I don't speak Armenian language, but I can I mean, I did train my tongue to say the word mkrtcha. This is one movement of the tongue. Did it explain anything to you, Deepesh? Do you speak Armenian language? I doubt. You need to learn to make the movements in your language, to make ringtones in your language. Learn to move your tongue in your language. Okay? You're still attempting to understand me by watching general videos. It's not gonna work, my dear. But you can waste your time. You can spend a lot of time here and keep asking your questions. I will always answer. Okay. Depeche wrote, I am different. What I observed is that supposed I am talking in front of people that knew that I stuttered, like family. Their, oh God, show. Oh, I can show. This is so cool. I didn't even know I could do that. Deepesh, you just taught me something that I can read, can click the button and I can show the questions here. Look, people on Instagram can also see. Okay, I hope it's not gonna fall. Okay, do you see the question? What I observed is that suppose I am talking in front of people that knew that I started like family. There we start to make silly mistakes. And you gotta understand. Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't know I could have done that with all the questions. Now I know. So Deepesh, you gotta understand. We always do what we want to do. Always. Unless we are attempting to do something that is impossible to do. People who stutter always attempt to do something that is impossible to do. Why? Because they don't understand the logic behind stuttering. They don't understand that when they speak and attempt to abuse their own body, guess what? They inevitably will make a mistake because they are abusing their own perfectly built body. They are doing something that is impossible. Okay? This is why they stutter. And this is why whenever you are with your family and you want to make silly mistakes, of course, everyone likes it. Everyone is laughing. Everyone is relaxed. No one is attempting to make a good impression, to impress each other, right? All you want just to laugh, to have a good time. No one cares whether they are going to make a perfect word, an accurate word, or they're going to make a mistake. In fact, if you make more mistakes, people are going to laugh even more. But when you are making presentations, when you are making, like me, I'm making lives, right? Why would I make mistakes if I know how to move my tongue without making mistakes? Why would I do it? I know the logic behind stuttering, which are a whole bunch of mistakes that people make when they misuse their tongue because they don't know how to use it correctly. See, I'm always because I know the logic, okay? And I also know the logic behind 100% accurate, easy, comfortable, and confident speech, natural speech. I understand clearly the logic behind perfect speech. I call it etalon speech. Etalon speech means speech without mistakes, without making even one slight mistake, even one slight repetition, even one slight stumbling. repeating word even once, producing any useless vocalization like to be honest. Okay? That's what natural and normal speech is. And guess what? Each person on this planet can learn to speak in this God given way. Each person on the planet, including those who call themselves stutterers, including those who call themselves shy speakers, not confident speakers, no matter how you call yourself. Yes, you can learn to move your tongue in a naturally correct way called ringtone technique, natural ringtone technique. And if you move your tongue according to this technique, nobody will make you stutter. Nobody. It doesn't matter who is in front of you. It doesn't matter how many people are in front of you. The moment you begin moving your tongue according to this ringtone, natural technique of the tongue, you're going to be 100% perfect. Perfect. Okay. Hope, Dipesh, I answered your question. So what do I do now? How do I... Oh, hide. Yay! I've learned how to use it. Okay, thank you, Dipesh, for your feedback. You said that you could also see it. Yeah. So Dipesh wrote, I want to make live with you on YouTube with I am also talking. How do I do that? I'm sure you can. I just don't know. How do I do it? You know, Dipesh, I need to Google, I need to search. You know what? Let me do it right now. Okay, I'm going to move my phone. Okay, people on Instagram, I truly recommend you go and see me on YouTube, because right now I'm going to see, okay, settings. I'm going to go to settings, virtual background, layouts, guests. Hey, I may have a guest. Let me see, guests. Play a sound when guests enter. Guests must authenticate. Guests see view comments. Play a sound. Guests must I don't know. Banned guests. No banned guests. I guess I can invite you. Stay with me. We're going to play this game. Okay. I guess I can simply send you the link. Okay. Wave. Hey, Amir. Good to see you here. Okay. What is hotkeys? Virtual background. Audio general. Let me go to general, see. Shift videos. Audio avatars. Automatically add shared screen. Record. I don't know how to do it. It takes time for me to see. I need to do the guess see. Okay, how do I invite you? Can't post. Can you look on your side? How can you make a request? Let me go to YouTube. I'll go to YouTube. Okay, my channel. Okay, you are on YouTube, your channel. Okay. YouTube, your channel. I need to turn the sound off. Okay. YouTube, your channel. I need to. Okay. I turned off my sound. Could you please let me know if you can still hear me, Dipesh? Because I turned off the sound on YouTube. Can you hear me? Dipesh, let me know. Let me know. Create poll. I don't know how to invite you. Okay, edit video, analytics. I don't know. Dipesh, can you? Okay, hi, Amir. Yeah, thank you for saying yes. Okay, Dipesh. Yes, I can hear. Perfect. So, because I turned off the audio in YouTube, by the way, yeah, I want. Okay, so it's lagging. Oh, Dipesh, I don't know how to do it. I know I can, but I don't know how. Let's do it next Tuesday. Okay? On Tuesday, I'll come here at 10:30 my time. Don't forget. Okay, I'm going to do it just for you. But of course, it's much easier if you simply come to me on Zoom, schedule an appointment, and we'll just check. Welcome to live. Remember to guide, privacy, learn more. No, I don't know. Welcome to live chat. Remember? Okay. Okay, Depeche wrote, yes, sure, sure. Okay, I'll check if I can do it during this presentation because I am using the, what do you call it? The platform. It's called StreamYard. Where is it? StreamYard. And when I'm on StreamYard, I know I can invite you, but I need to learn. Okay, so Depeche also join me tomorrow. A long time back. I have seen presentation. Oh, good. On presentation when you registered on the website. Okay, great. A long time back. You know what? I will tell you. I just completed my work with a student. Originally, she is from India, but she lives in United Kingdom. She told me that she learned about me about a year ago. And when she learned about me, the thing she did, she went on my website, she bought my book, this book, Live Stutter-Free. I think it's called here Speech is a Skill. Live Stutter-Free may be a book that is a digital book, but I think it's now called Speech is a Skill. I don't remember. So Live Stutter-Free, I think that's the title of the electronic book that is available for only $50, $50 from my website. So her name is Santosh. She read the book. She said it made sense to her. And she said, I decided I'm not going to go anywhere else. I'm not going to seek help from anyone else. I'm going to go and take the class from Anna Dieter and her mentor, independent Russian scientist, academic Roman Snishko. And she did it. And I have give her still a huge discount. It was a huge pleasure to work with her. Okay? So that worked for her. She needed to read the book and understand the logic behind stuttering. All my books explain the logic behind stuttering. Each and every book explains the logic behind stuttering, guys. I want you to understand this. And if you want to read the book, to understand the logic behind stuttering, I truly recommend you start with reading at least one of my books. Some of them are free. And then, of course, make a decision whether you want to come to me and make a dream of your entire life a reality, turn it into reality in only 1 to 3 days again. Okay? This is very important to understand. So Depeche wrote, I directly want to book an appointment. Of course, because it's much easier. I see you, I see what you are doing. I know what your blocks are. I understand why you're blocking. I see it because, yes, to ordinary people, all stutterers look the same. but to me, they are not. I see behind every mistake, there is a very certain block. And when I see you, I can see the block. I can simply guide you through your confusion right here. We're going to remove one block at a time, mental block from your memory, from your mind, okay, from your consciousness. And then you make a conscious decision. What is it that you want? Okay. And now I directly want to book appointment. Is that possible? Of course. I keep talking about it, Depeche. Maybe I'm not clear. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Go to livestutterfree.com. Here. Do you see this? Take a screenshot right now. Take a screenshot. Livestutterfree.com. You know how to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot so you would remember. Now go and enter it in your whatever search button. www.livestutterfree.com. You are going to land on my website, which is on itself an amazing tool where you're going to understand the logic behind stuttering, the logic behind naturally normal speech. The whole website is my classroom. Okay? Thank you, Depeche. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it for you right now. Okay. Settings. Share screen. Where is it? Share screen. Where is share screen? I don't understand everything. Oh, present. Share screen. Chrome tab. Okay, I will share the screen with you. God, I have so much open on my screen. Okay, I'm looking. StreamYard. Well set, session expired. Amazon. Okay. Oh, maybe it's not open yet. Okay, let me open it. Where is my website? Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, now I'm going to go back to StreamYard. That's it. Let me share it with you. Okay, let me go back to StreamYard. Do you see, Depeche? This is my website. Ethelon Speech Unblocking. Unblock your beautiful speech with a natural alternative to speech therapy. The first thing you're going to see there, I'm going to make it even bigger so you could really, truly see it. Let me go there right now. Oh, God, my eyes are not the best. Where is it? I need to go to, oh, it is here. So now I'm going to switch my Instagram people could see. Here is my website, livestutterfree.com. Okay. So you land on my website and you land on this page and you see the testimonials. You can read and watch about the courses. You can even listen because I've done it with the video answers, frequently asked questions. I've done it, just recorded myself answering frequently asked questions, giving to humanity. A lot of information there, what I have done, different podcasts, different radio shows, different this, that, books, courses and books. And that's where you can get my book. Donation grants, contact us. Do you see how much information I have here? The very first is the video I just created not a long time ago introducing the program, okay? watch our free webinar. It's everywhere. Watch our free webinar. And Dipesh, after you have watched the webinar, you need to schedule a free Zoom call with me. You just click here, go through the webinar, and then the page of my schedule will pop up. Creating success stories. Here's introduction about who we are, what we are doing. And here is a pretty lengthy testimonials. Watch how we have helped our students of different age, gender, or skin color, and what they have said at the end of the 3-day class. Look at this. Here is my presentation on the national USA television, public television. I was interviewed by the best doctor in New York. Are you ready to take control of your life? It's very, very plain, simple. You can continue Stutter for life. This is the path to not a good weather, like analogy of a bad weather, troubles and turbulence, or you can liberate your speech with a beautiful weather in your life. Never stutter again. Have flowers and sunshine in your life. Okay. And I also have an amazing video testimonial of one of my students who is a public speaker. And he just gave me such an amazing testimonial that I just included here. He talked, go listen. He says, are you still on the fence? Are you still undecided whether you need to take the class or not? Whether you need to get a job to save up for taking Anna's class? What is it that you want to do in your life? It's all about the choices we have. You're exactly right, Dipesh. And see on the bottom of the very first homepage, the picture from my last year visit of Mr. Snishko when we didn't have wars, at least in that area. And I still was able to travel and meet Mr. Snishko in person. We were working. Unfortunately, we just had to work all the days when I was at his place. I was working, teaching students together with Mr. Snishko, learning from him again. But here we go. Choose the course to enroll in. You want a 1-day course, click and enroll. You want a 3-day full program, click and enroll. Learn about them. Here is any questions, ask. Every page has this. If you fill this form, you can simply come to me directly, like with your questions, and ask. Dipesh, do you see this? Let me go back because I do not see. Okay. So schedule consultation with me right there. Right there. Watch the webinar. And let me also see what happens when you click on scheduling after you watch the webinar. Here we go. See where it says click here. See, watch our free webinar and learn the 4 steps to live Stutter-Free in 3 days. Look what happens. I click here. I immediately get transferred to the place where my webinar is homed, is based. And you simply register to watch it. Unblock your speech. Look. Yeah. And the webinar is playing because I am registered for this webinar. But you would have to register first and then wait when they're going to begin playing it for you. See, it's here it says 41 minutes. That's the length of the webinar. Okay? So this is my webinar. It's beginning to play. I am Anna Dieter. And as you can see by the title, today we're going to show you how to unblock your speech and share the 4 steps to living a stutter-free life. You are probably here because either you stutter or you... Okay, so Dipesh, I've done it just for you. So you wouldn't have any more questions. Okay. Any questions, Deepesh, before I leave you? Okay, let me go back to StreamYard. Okay, understood. Good. This is what all my students always say. Understood. I'm not gonna let you go out of my classroom. At least you say, Anna, I understand everything. And unless, see, I was gonna say at least instead of unless. And I got confused and I made a mistake. This is stuttering. In reality, this is stuttering. So at the end, I want you to enjoy watching my one of my videos. I don't know, should I? No, I still haven't uploaded to YouTube. I forgot. So when I upload it to YouTube, you will see. I rarely make long videos anymore for YouTube, but I am working on this video about Santosh. Okay, I'm working on it, and eventually I will make a video about her. Okay, lots of love to you, my dear digital friends. So next time I'm going to be live on Tuesday, but don't forget, I will be live answering questions of people who's going to call. The lines will be open in the United States of America, at least. Lines will be open. Go ahead and call specific questions. And I will also publish in social media links to my previous, the ones that have happened already, previous podcasts. Okay? Lots of love to you. See you next Tuesday. Bye bye.